We Arab women and our allies must free Western women from the largest system of female enslavement known in history. And this system is called feminism. Surprised? Don't be. If it was called female slavery, who the hell would be stupid enough to join that? Nobody, right? It's called the cutie name of feminism because it is slavery meant to hinder women from achieving their goals. For example, right now, the biggest problem women have is mass rape by Bashar Assad, also ISIS rape of Yazidi women, and those rapists going to Europe and raping women there. Feminism distracts women from achieving anything. So feminists right now are, instead of dealing with that, crying about this blogger called Rouge V because he hurts their feelings. Feminism originates from Marxism, and Marxism perfected the system of slavery coming from serfdom. Serfdom originated from Genghis Khan and then became slavery, mass slavery by Russian nobles. And the church enhanced it and prevented people from rebelling by glorifying victimhood, saying Jesus suffered and all this stuff about suffering is good. If it didn't do that, those slaves, a bunch of people, would revolt and kill their master. So it created learned helplessness. And Lenin decided to perfect this learned helplessness. He created mental slavery by telling people they're a victim. The problem is patriarchy, it's capitalism, it's oligarchs, it's Zionism, it's Jews. It's anything but people taking responsibility for themselves. At the other end of the world, Edison tried 1,000 times to create the light bulb until he created it. A free man, my father, from Yemen, said, if there is a will, there is a way. Just keep trying. So free people take responsibility, accept the world as it is, see what they can do, and keep trying until they reach their goal. Whereas a victim has a slave, a mental slave, has learned helplessness, blames others, it's always others' fault. Plus, what Lenin did further is intellectually castrate the person by making them emotional, really reminding them how they're a victim, so they're very emotional. The result is, they go, isn't that ugly? Who the hell would want to be friends with that? Or work with such a person? Nobody, right? The only person who'd be friends with is somebody who'd want to use them. And when somebody's that emotional, they tend to follow the person who is the least emotional, which is the sociopath who's freaking using them. That's why there's a Ukrainian saying that said, tears brought freedom to no one. The one who's a warrior will conquer the world. A victim becomes a mental slave. And that slave, they don't want to be free. There was a Roman saying, a slave just wants to have more slaves. And there's nothing that angers a slave more than a free person. This is why there's a woman called Lauren Southern. She drives mental slaves nuts because she says, I am not a slave. I am not a feminist. So somebody had this irrational thing that they threw pee on her. Somebody actually threw pee on her. Lots of people, they watch her videos and the slaves get such a crazy irrational reaction because she is free. In contrast, free people in Yemen don't have this reaction. In Taiz, the Houthis came, women came with their guns and started shooting the Houthis. They didn't cry. When there were 6 armed men who invaded my home, I didn't sit there and cry. I kicked them out. I fought, even risking my life. Then I thought, okay, how do we get out of Yemen? It's no longer safe. I took my family out. Then I tried to figure out, okay, how does being happy work? And I'm happily married and I'm great. And so feminism, it makes women feel that they're such a victim. They can't get married. They don't have career success. They can't get anywhere. And I think we should teach them to stop being a victim and start thinking, how can I take responsibility, accept reality, and make my life better.